Hey y'all, let's get to cooking. This is what we're doing today. Hey y'all, welcome back to Memaw's house. Today we're cooking in our Instant Pot and we're making Arroz con Pollo. Here are the ingredients. We're going to start by cleaning our chicken and prepping our chicken. And I'll tell you a little story about how I came across this particular recipe. Oh, and remember, the ingredient list will be in the description box below. So, Peepaw and I were stationed in Panama years ago when we were very brand new newlyweds. And I had a lady who would come to the house to help me because I just had my son. And she taught me how to make this recipe. Although she taught me in the pot on the stove, I'm going to show you today how I make it in the Instant Pot. So, I'm doing an old school recipe using new school techniques. So the lady who helped me learn how to make this recipe showed me by cutting the chicken using a machete. And she kept the bone in just like I'm doing, but she didn't have to worry about a knife because that machete cut through everything. I had never seen a machete, much less used one in my cooking. So it just goes to show you, we can use all kinds of tools to get the job done if we want to feed our family. So I'm going to season my chicken now so that I can have a depth of flavor throughout this recipe. I'm going to use a little adobo. I'm going to use some salt and pepper, I believe, and get this chicken seasoned up well. Oh, and I'm going to use a little bit of turmeric as well. So while the chicken is absorbing all that seasoning, I'm going to put my Instant Pot on saute and put about 3 tablespoons of olive oil into the pot and let it heat. After it is heated, I'm going to put my chicken skin side down into the oil so that it can brown. I'm not trying to cook the chicken all the way through. I am only trying to brown it. Here are the veggies we'll be using. And boom, it's already cut up. So let's go ahead and flip our chicken and we can get those veggies put in. We'll take the chicken out and we'll get the veggies put in. Like I said before, the chicken is only going to brown on each side. I don't want to cook it all the way through because we're going to have some pressure cooking time, which will cook the chicken all the way through to the bone. And it will be falling off the bone if I do it right. The one thing I like about using the Instant Pot for sauteing is that I can use this same oil to saute my veggies in so that all of that flavoring from the chicken that I put on the seasoning I put on the chicken will marry with those vegetables after I get them in the oil and it can all kind of get together. Now I'm going to let this saute a little bit longer and make some room for the last couple of pieces of chicken so that I can get those browned as well. Now I'm going to start moving my chicken to a clean bowl so that it can sit for a minute while I get the veggies sauteed. Now all the veggies are in, and you notice that I did not put any additional oil in my Instant Pot. You'll notice that I won't use any more oil throughout the cooking of this whole meal, because the initial oil that I put in is enough to coat all the vegetables, make the rice, do the chicken. I am going to season my veggies just a little bit with the adobo so that it can have a layer of seasoning in the veggies. Then I'll stir them around a little bit to get them nice and sauteed, coated with the oil, get all the chicken out, pull the veggies out, and now we can start on the next phase of this recipe. Now I'm going to leave all that flavoring down in the bottom of that pan, and I'm going to add my rice. The rice has been washed, and I'm adding 3 cups to the Instant Pot. Remember, right now we're still in saute mode, so I'm just going to brown the rice just a little bit, and we'll add our liquids, put everything back in, and cook our meal. And I'm also going to season my rice as well. I'm also going to season my rice, but I'm not going to be heavy-handed with it because I'm also going to season it with a little bit of chicken broth. It's a chicken bouillon powder that I'm going to add to it just to kind of amp up the chicken flavor. I'm also going to put in a little bit of turmeric just to keep that turmeric flavor going as well. I don't want it to taste too much like turmeric because, you know, turmeric can taste somehow kind of dirty. But we got a lot of rice going on here and it needs to be seasoned. Now that all my seasonings are in on the rice, I can go ahead and add my chicken broth to this pot so that I can get this all stirred up and get it ready to steam and get it ready to cook. We'll stir it well and add our tomatoes. I'm adding 2 cans of diced tomatoes with chilies, and that is a Rotel tomato. You can add any kind of diced tomatoes you'd like. Now, once that has been stirred, you can go ahead and add your veggie and chicken mixture back to the pot. Okay, after you've stirred it sufficiently, you can go ahead and put your top on and hit rice. It will cook for 12 minutes, and that will be long enough to cook the chicken and the rice. And your veggies will be fork tender. So now I'm releasing my steam and letting that release so that I can safely open my Instant Pot. Now I'm going to gently stir my meal because the rice is done, the meat is done, and I have a couple of more ingredients to add. Now that all these cooked ingredients have been stirred together, let's go ahead and add our cup of peas. I'll add them a little at a time. The heat from the rice and chicken will cook the peas. I'll go ahead and stir that, and then I'll add in my olive mixture. I have drained off the liquid from this olive mixture so that I don't add any brine to my meal, because my meal does not need any additional salt. Now I'll give it one last toss and we'll be ready to serve. So here's the final product, and we enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to do so. Y'all be blessed. Bye. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Y'all be blessed. Bye.